What is good, my beautiful broken people? It's your boy Bentpinkeez, and today we're gonna go into a 5-minute groin and inner thigh stretch. So hop into your yoga mat, your floor, your whatever's you got, and we're gonna get this stretch on together to help release our groin area so we don't end up with a groin strain or groin pull when we do exercises, and to help open up our inner thighs so that we can get a little deeper in our squats. Who wants to go deeper in the squats? You do? I do. All right, so start with getting on your mat. All right, we're gonna actually start on our feet like this, and we're gonna go into the first move is a side lunge, and we're gonna stretch one side of our thighs or our legs at a time, you know, side lunge. So go ahead and start there. Side lunge, get deep into that lunge. You heard that bell? That means you start. So you see how far deep I'm into this stretch, right? Some of you might be up here. Put your foot down all the way down. Okay, feel that stretch. Open up through the inner thigh, groin area. And if you want to, you can grab your hand put your hand right where your hip notch is and drive that down into the ground. You get a little bit more of a stretch right here in the groin, inner thigh, hip area. Okay, so we're gonna hold this side for a minute and then we'll move to the other side. Okay, so getting these guys good stretch, you know what I mean? Okay, if you need to move your foot out a little farther, you can, right, to help give you a little bit more support, stability. You can put your hand down, you can put your other hand down on your thigh as well. We're gonna move over to the other side. Okay, see that? So I just swapped over. Good. I can either rest my elbow on my left thigh or right thigh if you're on your right thigh. I'm gonna take my left hand and throw it into that hip notch. Okay, not your hip bone. Hip bone's up here, hip notch. And just drive that down, and you kind of lean over to the opposite side, opening up through that groin area. And then make sure your foot is nice and flat in to the ground. Good, you can point your toe a little out. I'm pointing mine towards you guys because I feel like, you know, I want to point. Okay, so this is good. If you want to get a deep squat, right, you want to open up the hips as much as possible. And the inner thighs are a big part of that. Now we're gonna go into a Yogi Squat. Not Yogi the bear, right? But feet are shoulder width apart, toes out slightly, come down, sink as low as you can. Put your elbows on the inside of your knees, inside of your thighs, in a prayer position. And you're gonna use that to push your knees out. And you're gonna help stay there. This is gonna help promote that deep squat movement, right? I know some of you might be up here. Just get as low as you can. Try to get your heels to touch the ground. If you need to, put your hands down and just focus on moving those knees out, all right? Nothing to it. We're just gonna stay right here. Keep your back straight, chest up. Deep breath. Relax here, okay? This is good. You know what? If your heels are slightly off the ground, that's fine. Now we're gonna go into a frog stretch, froggy pose. So elbows, knees down, open the knees up as wide as you can, and open the feet up as wide as you can. Place your heels on the ground, right? Open up. And then you're gonna slightly move back, right? Sit back and help. Again, open up those hips, groin, inner thigh. You can feel that stretch happen. It feels like, you know, you're tearing up my groin when I'm with you. Breathe. Deep breaths. Control this. All right, we're almost done. You're gonna be just fine. Okay, breathe. Look at that. See how simple this is. Okay, now we're gonna bring ourselves in. We're gonna open up our feet as wide as we can. We're gonna go into the splits. Keep your hands down, or if you want to, start up top and slide down, but give yourself some support. Make sure you don't rip your legs apart, rip your groin to shreds. And you're just gonna open up your legs as much as possible. Get as deep as you can. Obviously, I'm not the most flexible, right? So try to keep your legs as straight as possible, and then hands down to support or fist down, whatever you choose, up to you. And you try to open up inch by inch, millimeter by millimeter, as much as you can. This is a good one, because now we're not just teaching our legs to stretch while their knees are bent, but we're also doing it while our legs are straight. Got it. Almost done.
Stretch complete.
Stretch complete. And let's bring our body back to normal. Okay, so that is your 5-minute groin and inner thigh stretch, brought to you by your boy Bentpinkeez from Bentpinkeez.fit. Get you some sweet gear like this super Bentpinkeez Bros shirt. You know, look at that little kettlebell action, little dumbbell action. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And if you want to suggest any other 5-minute stretches or 5-minute type exercises, let me know. And as always, your boy, Bentpinkeez, out.